Hello again, people, or peoples, as I always say. My second vlog for today. Now, you may have noticed that, I do vlogs in bulk, you know, I take time to write down notes about what I would like to vlog about. And then I go ahead and I do it. So there you go. This vlog is about school. I mean, school in Ireland when you were a kid was it wasn't easy, put it that way. When I was a kid, like 5 years old, even if, I think, yeah, about five or six, corporal punishment was allowed. So if you pissed the teacher off, they could kick the shit out of you, no problem, or put your hand out and like, you know, you'd fucking get it. Now, that also continued into my secondary years. Even though corporal punishment was not allowed, the teachers would attack. I saw several of my friends getting attacked at school by teachers. So there you go. I don't think that continues nowadays in the school that I went to, anyway, at least. And the one I went to before that, and the one I went to before that, I don't think it's, times are different now. But if you do happen to be someone who is watching this vid, and if you have watched a student getting hit by a teacher, complain them right away. And if your parents won't listen to you about the teacher, if you tell your teacher that you saw a student getting smacked, if your parents are too fucked up to listen to it, then tell another parent. And maybe they'll do something about it, because teachers cannot touch students. And if they did, oh, by Christ, something would be done about it. I remember when when I was very young, when I was in what they call high infants. Infants would be when you're 5 years old when you go to school. In Ireland, it would be infants. Um, when you're That would be when you're four. Sorry, when you're okay. So when you're four, it would be infants. When you're five, it would be high infants. High infants. But when I was in high infants, I had a particular teacher, whom I will not name, and she used to. I want to name her, but I won't. I mean, fuck her. Who cares? Sorry about all the language. But she would come into school drunk. Now, in the school I was in, eating sweets was completely forbidden. You were not allowed to eat sweets. If you were caught with sweets, you would get smacked around the place. You would be asked to go down to the principal's office, and she was a nun, a small little tiny little woman who was vicious. She was like a corporal herself. A nun, imagine. No offense to any nuns out there. Oh, she's a lovely lady nowadays, of course. Hasn't changed a bit. Must be the formaldehyde. That was a long time ago. But anywho, um, what was I saying? Yeah, but this teacher that I had, she would come in to school like drunk in the morning. I could smell the drink off of her. I knew what it smelled like. And she would eat. She would have a box of chocolates underneath her desk, and she would eat away in the morning in front of us. My parents were going on, or well, they were taking us away for the summer holidays, of course, where we would be spending our time inside in kind of I suppose for a couple of weeks. It was like in a caravan, a great big caravan thing for the summer. For a few weeks in the summer, and we'd all go there, have a laugh, spend time on the beach, around the sand dunes, have a great time. But my parents forgot one morning to tell me whereabouts I was supposed to meet them. And that was on our last day of school. And I was in high infants. So I would have easily been 5.5, I think. And my mom and dad forgot to tell me where to meet them after school. So of course I panicked. It was sometime in the morning, I remember. I panicked. I suddenly realized I was looking forward to going away with my mom and dad to to spend some time around the beach in the caravan and stuff. But I panicked because I couldn't remember where they told me to meet them. I don't even think they told me. They're probably trying to get rid of me. But I panicked and I started crying. Now bear in mind I was in that classroom with that bitch of a teacher who was drunk, and she wasn't falling all over the place drunk, but you could smell it off of her. A child can smell those kind of things, people. And she told me to shut up. I said I have to go, I have to go. She said shut up, and she made me stand at the back of the class. I stood in the back of the class for the entire day, crying for the entire day because I didn't know where to meet my mom and my dad. I thought they would go away without me and that I'd be lost. And that old bitch sat down all day and she didn't even think to get the principal and to discuss the matter, and so my principal could ring my parents and find out where I was supposed to meet them. But by lucky hap, I met them. After school, I was running around the backyard or the schoolyard, crying, looking for them, and I could see my mom waving in the distance. And you can imagine, I'm sure now a lot of you are feeling this. You can imagine my relief when I saw my mom in the distance waving. I ran to her and I latched on like. So, but as for that bitch of a teacher and that old nun of a principal, cold. That's when I was a kid at school. So there you go. If oh my God, lads, if I could, if I could turn back the time, unbelievable. But me to be made stand all day. In fact, before I go, that one principal, all right, she almost got me slapped. No, my God, if my mom knew that I got fucking slapped, she'd go crazy. And I wouldn't even take it myself. I'd go crazy while I was getting slapped. I'd go crazy. I'd tear her eyes out. But I got into a fight with a friend in the schoolyard, as most kids do at that age. And I was like, okay, how do I explain this? The principal came along, the little nun one, the corporal, little. Ugh. But she came along and said, "All right, you, office now." And I knew what that meant. That meant we were going to get slapped. So my friend went along and he got slapped, and I ran the other way and got away with it. So there you go. That's it for now. I'll talk to you again very soon. I'll be doing another vlog after this. I love you. I'll see you later on.